Hi, my name is Ala. I run a company called Life on Record with my wife, Mary. You're probably watching this video because you're getting married in the future. Congratulations. Or you know somebody that is getting married and you've been looking around for an audio guest book or a unique or alternative guest book. And what I would gently suggest is that by using that term guest book, the products and the services that you're finding have the same limitations as a traditional guest book. To explain what I'm talking about, I'd like to give you a little bit of context and background. So if you think about a traditional guest book, it is this physical thing that sits at a table at your wedding, and people walk up to it the day of your wedding, and they express their thoughts and their sentiments, and they write into it. And even if you replace that guest book with a vintage phone or a album cover that people write on, or slips of paper that people put into a jar, or any of the other unique and fun ways that people have come up with, you're still limited by those two things around time, that it's just on the day of your wedding, and geography, that it's sitting at a table at your wedding venue. When my wife and I started Life on Record way back in 2006, we wanted something that transcended both time and distance. What we came up with was a service where people could call in and express their stories and memories and give toasts and tributes to somebody celebrating a birthday or retirement, or a couple celebrating an anniversary, and even weddings. And over time, we introduced more ways of people could contribute recordings, and none of those matter right now. But the main thing that I would like to plant in your mind is that when we look at recordings made on a vintage phone at a wedding, because we do offer that, that's one of the half dozen ways that people can contribute, or when we look at recordings where a wedding guest has recorded it in the comfort of their own living room at a date and time of their choosing, there are two very different things about those recordings. So the one recorded at the wedding is oftentimes made by somebody that is comfortable talking spontaneously, off the cuff, and a lot of times they feed off the energy of the wedding. And they're great recordings, but they skew towards their environment. So people talk about the wedding venue itself and how great the couple look, and the food and the dancing, and it's very kind of about the day. And when we look at recordings where somebody is making it, at a time and date of their own choosing, and some people even record from their own phone from the wedding, but they kind of go off somewhere where they can be a little bit alone, or it's quieter, we find that the recordings are a little bit more about the relationship that the person has with the couple. And they'll share, kind of what they think is unique about the person, or a favorite story. And we also find that people that aren't good at talking spontaneously will, do it on their own time, maybe make notes, they'll record and re-record, and basically they're doing it so it's comfortable for them. And the main thing that I want to plant in your mind is, just like you, as you're planning your wedding, like different options, I would suggest that you find something where you can give your guests different options as well. And if you want a vintage phone at your wedding, that's great, and people are going to love it, and you're going to get a lot of great recordings. But I would suggest that you're going to get a few more people, and maybe some deeper recordings if you also offer your guests an alternative way of leaving that toast or tribute for you. What we found is that people have been creative, and they've recorded songs in GarageBand or on their piano, and emailed it in, or uploaded it. They've called from their living room, like I'm doing, like I'm making this recording right now. And we've found that, even brides have used it to call in and kind of record their reaction to their wedding dress because their fiance can't be there when they pick it out, or it's been used at bridal showers, and really used to kind of document that wedding experience by the bridal party, as well as by the guests. So whether you use Life on Record or not, it's your wedding, and have fun making your choices. I hope you have a great wedding experience, a great wedding, and a wonderful marriage. Thank you.